I'd like to take you on a journey for the Leaders 3. It's the most significant thing in the basic concept that I've found that helps organizations, leaders, employees, and everyone move forward. And that's the whole premise of moving everything forward, evolving. And what I've understood in going into many organizations around the world is that people either don't have leaders, don't have a clear vision of their Leaders 3, or it's so vague or too wordy. So when I ask, what's your Leaders 3, and their eyes kind of roll back in their head a little bit, I want to share with you what I mean. Now, you can use this professionally, use it with your teams, use it personally. And it starts with, number one, your vision and vision factors. So the vision, what is your vision for your organization? What's your vision if you're the team leader, a supervisor, a manager? What is your vision for your team? What is your vision for you professionally? Many organizations will have a mission statement. It's very worded, convoluted, vague. What's your vision? Now, the problem is most people will stop right there. Most people will stop right there as if having a vision is enough. There are people, honestly, right now that have a vision of being a multimillionaire, but they're rolling over right now doing nothing about it. So clearly, having a vision is not enough. We must tie in and be consistent and intentional with our vision factors. Those are the 3 to 5 things that when you do them consistently, the vision takes care of itself. I have a vision. I want you to have a vision. I spend very, very little time focused on my vision. However, I spend all of my time doing my vision factors, and my vision comes true. Next is the expectations. What is your expectation for your team, for your business, for your life? It doesn't have to be long, and I'm going to share my vision factors, my expectations, and the rest of my Leaders 3 with you to give you a working example. My next are your rules. I don't believe as a leader in a professional position of leadership or a leader of your own life that you need a lot of rules. However, we must have some, or I guarantee that you will not be leading for long. So I'm going to share with you my vision and vision factors. See what it is that's helpful for you. 1, I want to be the best in the world in my space of leadership and work-life harmony and become wealthy in time and in money with ideas that I create in the company that I run. That's my vision. Sounds nice to say. Your vision will sound nice to say. Truth is, it does nothing for you. It's simply a starting point that most people don't have. What are my vision factors? My vision factors is, 1, I need to create great content. And whether it's this video masterclass that you're watching, whether it's creating videos I put out on social media, whether it's books, articles, whatever it is, create great content that is of influence and makes an impact. Number 2, I need to be able to network appropriately. Pre-COVID, out shaking hands and doing different things. Then social media, then being able to create automated services that do that via LinkedIn or whatever you value networking. Network appropriately and know who to network to and with. And then lastly, need to create passive opportunity income. Hard to become wealthy without passive income. So when I focus on those 3 things, my vision takes care of itself. Knowing your vision and vision factors will also make it very easier to know what to say yes and no to. I say a few yeses, I say a whole lot of no's. And people may not like my no or your no, but when you say, hey, this is my vision and these are my vision factors, right now we're not aligned. Perhaps in 6 months, perhaps next year. People may not like your no, but they will respect it. My expectation is I want to leave organizations, leaders, teams, employees, the stranger I meet on the street, better than when I met them. That's my expectation. Simple. What's yours? Lastly, my 3 rules. My 3rd rule is what most organizations, most leaders tend to adopt the most. My first rule is punctuality. Please be on time. preferably 5 minutes before you said you were going to be there. My second rule, we go back and forth more than 3-4 times in an email, we're missing something. Let's go on a Zoom, let's get on a call, let's straighten it out. My third rule, please accompany your problem with a suggested solution. As a leader, we cannot lead when you're constantly being a Mr. or Mrs. Fix-It all day long. You might as well be a fireman putting out fires all over the place. That's not leadership. Leaders build other leaders. So please accompany your problem with a suggested solution. Now, one of 3 things is going to happen. 1, their idea that they share with you is so good it blows your socks off. It only makes sense to go with it. Let's go with it. We'll go with your idea. Number 2, we may collaborate on an idea because there's a bigger picture that your people may not know about. Enhance their leadership by sharing the bigger picture. Let's collaborate and fine tune this idea. 3, we may not go with this idea at all. Here's the bigger picture. Now, can you on your time fit your idea inside this bigger picture? And we can establish a time to come back Thursday at 2 o'clock or Monday at 1 o'clock. Which one's best for you? Now, they have to exhibit their leadership skills by showing up, and then we could talk about that idea. You've allowed them to enhance their leadership, and you've also protected your time. So that's my leaders 3. What's your vision and vision factors? What are your expectations? And what are your rules? When you don't know, your people don't know. And it's hard when everybody's doing their own version of that. What's your company's? What's your organization's? What's yours? Take a step further and get curious about your people. What's their leaders 3? Now you marry it. And that's how we start to lead. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it resonated with you. More importantly, I implore you to use it. Consistency and with intention.